What is up, guys? So the what day did I go to Amsterdam? I went on December, and on December, does that make sense? Okay, so in December, on the 12th, I went to Amsterdam. I was super excited, and me and my friend, who shall not be named because of her betrayal, I'm joking. She thought she had some sort of virus, so I can't blame her. Actually, it was really sad. She basically couldn't go. On the day I was like ready, packed, you know, you're going to Amsterdam as a teenager, just gone to uni, you know. Okay, it's not her fault. I feel like that's coming across. It's not her fault. So basically I was starting to have I was starting to doubt whether I actually wanted to go after being told off by my friends. He said that, what the hell, why would you pay for something and then not go? Like, it's a chance for an adventure and all that stuff. So I decided to just go ahead with it. So as soon as I got there was these two girls, and immediately I introduced myself to them, and they seemed nice enough, but the thing is that they were in second year, so they were kind of like close. They knew all their inside jokes and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I remember. And then it came to the really awkward part where it was time to like choose who you wanted to room with. Like, I just met them 30 minutes ago and I slept for like 15 of those minutes, and now you want me to choose who I want to room with. Okay. And then it was really awkward. We got to Amsterdam in the morning. The journey was really long because it took the cheapest way possible. Bikes everywhere. There was not a stereotype at all. Bikes everywhere. Everyone was angry because we were in the way of their bikes. We made our way to the hostel. The hostel was horrible. It literally had a warning sign about how it can strengthen your immune system by how unhygienic it was. I stayed there regardless of my germophobia. We went into the rooms and I was literally scared to sit on the bed, so I decided to go out immediately, and with some of the girls in the room we went shopping and went to eat pizza and stuff. It was time to like go out. Also, when they say free shots, it's just a guy coming around. Imagine this is a bottle of whatever, Smirnoff, and then he just did this to you for like 2 seconds, and then he was off to the next person. There was this guy trying to have a quiet dinner with his girlfriend, and he you could see the judging in his eyes. He literally at some point looked down and shook his head like slowly, and then I looked for a second, and then I questioned what I was doing, and then I was like, yeah. So that was him. And then it was time to like go out. In Amsterdam it was more like a pub or like a bar, but a clubby situation in a bar, and like the drinks were really expensive. So it was just really funny because everyone was there in a cramped space, stone cold sober because they didn't have enough money to get drunk, and it was hilarious. So the people I was rooming with decided to go and experiment on some, you know, marijuana. Shh. I wouldn't say that I didn't think that at some point in your life you should get high, but I don't know. It really put me off because when I peeked into one of the coffee shops, they called it coffee shops, you basically see a bunch of people looking very out of, I don't know, they just looked really weird to me, and I didn't want to be in that state around like people who I wasn't even familiar with, sort of thing, in a different country. So I let them pass on that, and then I went to the second years who I met earlier, and I was like basically with them throughout the rest of the night. And then I made it back to the hotel somehow. My sense of direction is horrible, but somehow I made it. Actually, I got a cab because I knew it was that bad. But yeah, that was the first night, and then the next night we went to the red light district. It was really weird because then you see like men coming out of the rooms and then you're like, oh, I'm too young for this. The tour guide left us to explore. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. The boys were quick, you know, to disperse, and then I just went with some of the girls to a close by bar, and we were just sitting around chatting basically. And then it was finally time to actually go out, and I tried my first tequila shot. It was not the greatest thing ever, but it was a process which made it fun. There was this one girl though, she was just really weird. I think like her drunken state fancies black people, and then she came up to me and she was like, "You are really beautiful," and then I was just like, and then walked off. I can't handle like people like that, because next thing you know they're puking all over you and then you're punching them in the face. So avoid the situation, walk away and let them get punched in the face by someone else. So eventually I bumped into someone who actually is quite like me throughout the whole day. Okay, I didn't say the part where I went off on my own, which was quite important, but the girls were too busy being like drunk and high at the same time, so they got back in and they were vomiting and twitching and laughing, and it was just really weird. So they stayed in bed like all day vomiting and stuff, and then I decided to go out because I was not staying in there. And then I took a random tram and I ended up at the Van Gogh Museum, and it was actually really cool, like seeing all the pictures and reading about him and about his family and everything. Like, it's crazy. He cut off his own ear. Anyways, I was telling her about how I went to the Van Gogh Museum, but then I was looking for this vintage store because there's like rows and rows of vintage stores. And then it turns out she was at the vintage stores looking for the Van Gogh Museum. And it was kind of like, it was just meant to be. And then we ended up teaming up. We were like, oh, dancey, buy you a drink, no, you buy, yeah, sort of thing. And then one of our friends decides to entertain this 26-year-old pervert who had been perving on everyone in the club, and then she didn't know this. So when he came to her, I mean, I don't blame her. He was like all tall, dark and handsome-ish, which confused me because I didn't see why he was trying so hard until I found out that he was trying so hard to cheat on his girlfriend who had cheated on him before, and it was like, EastEnders. And then it was just like crazy. So to observe that sort of thing, and it was really entertaining. So I'm watching this whole situation unfold, and then next thing you know, she comes back to us and she says that he told her that he's got a girlfriend, and you can see in her eyes that she's still thinking, I don't know if I should care about this information or not. But turns out she didn't really care because he's the one doing the cheating and she's not. So she went back to the guy and she kept dancing with him, even though it just looked really weird because she was really small and young looking. Like, she looked really young, like 15ish, and he looks definitely his age. But to each their own. I salsa'd with someone in a club. I've never salsa'd with someone in a club until I got to Amsterdam, which was cool. It's better than, you know, people trying to come up behind you and like, yeah. So yeah, I prefer the salsa thing. Take note, English boys. Yeah, I mean, the whole salsa thing could be awkward sometimes when they're playing, you know, I don't fuck with you. You know, the songs they play there is different, so I kind of get the whole dance style thing. Yeah, and then that was it really. The whole time I was like distracted by the really hot American tour guide. How do you people know if someone's a tourist? Let me know. Comment below. Yeah. But yeah, let me know if you like that video. Give it a thumbs up and comment below. Share if you're thinking of going to Amsterdam. It was funny though, the drug thing is so, like, I don't know, so prevalent in that country. And in the hostel there was like signs saying no dope. Not like no, I don't know, cocaine, or it was just dope, like none of that, we're not having it. And you know how they say in England it's like don't eat in this shop, it's like no no coffee, which means no weed. And it's just like, so you have to, it's so like not obvious that you have to put posters of it up. So if you like stories like this, subscribe. I've got plenty of them. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Bye. So right now we are heading to some shopping. We're heading to do some shopping in Amsterdam, and it's actually so nice here. They were not lying about the bikes. Guys, look at all the bikes. But yeah, it's so pretty here. Like, I could just live here for a while. Cheeky little sex shop for you guys. Can you see that?
Hey, sex shop. Get an outfit for tonight.
She's hiding from the camera, but it's well and truly in focus. Hello!
That was so cute.
It's so pretty.
I really fancy soup, but I feel that's very
But yeah, getting some pizza. And yeah, hopefully it's really good because I haven't eaten since like...
shit, yeah.
7 o'clock yesterday.
Threw up my dinner last night, so I've had an empty stomach all day. Anyway, that's really nice on your film.
That's what it's all about. Guys, so my pizza's here. She's already dug in. And she doesn't have it yet.